What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Lil Clay Clay. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. So today for this cigar video, I'm smoking a Deadwood or Lana Rose Deadwood cigar. I found this literally sitting in my work area later today. When I walked in, I don't know who gave it to me, but I don't know where these are from. It's just a random cigar that I found that someone put on my desk. So thank you to whoever did that. If you're new here, my name is Lil Clay Clay and I have 5 functioning autism. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. With that, let's go and get started. It's actually kind of a sweet flavor. It got a little of a sweet flavor to it for a dark tobacco cigar. It's a pretty good cigar. You will excuse the fact that you can barely see me. This is the best I could do. I would have done this on my porch, you guys, on my little table and chair for you guys, but it actually rained a lot today. It's been raining since yesterday, so the porch is wet too, but the chair is wet, like little driplets of water all over it. So this was the best that I could do. So if you guys could just bear with me, that would be great. I thought maybe since this is, as we are now transitioning into 2023, I thought maybe we talk a little bit about like what maybe my plans are this year, and maybe talk about 2022 of it and how much of a good year it was. Maybe some good memories. Definitely one of the good memories I would say is let's see, let me think. I think maybe oh crap, you guys, let me think. I would say maybe going to the summer beach trip, because that was my first time in years seeing my great-grandparents' beach house. It was kind of cool seeing like the place that my great-grandparents went when they need to get away from maybe their job, maybe take some time out of their life to be together. I know there were a lot of memories there from everybody who stayed in that beach house. I think another cool thing to end the year would be definitely seeing Riley again, because I hadn't seen her in 3 years. So that was pretty fun. We still FaceTimed and talked after that. Another one of my favorite things I would say is driving Marshall, letting me drive on the dead roads, because I haven't been able to drive. The reason, like I said in the vlog that I did when Riley was with us, the reason I didn't film that because technically it wasn't legal, because I don't have my permit right now. It's expired, so he didn't want me to film it, and I respected that. Another good thing that happened is I'm finally doing a lot better with my money than I did when I first started living on my own, which was in 2021. It was it wasn't anything that I wasn't being careless with my money. I was just going through the phase where you got your own bank account. Yeah, you can buy whatever you want. Now that I've seen now that I've gotten better at understanding, like, once you spend the money, it's gone. I I've done a lot better. I've had some issues with Social Security because they keep upping the payments and then lowering them, and that can be pretty annoying. But it is what it is. It's in God's hands. God's always puts you in the right direction. Sorry, I'm looking at the clouds. They're actually moving pretty fast today. I think there's supposed to be a storm later tonight. Hopefully it doesn't come while I'm doing this. I think another good thing is the construction is finally starting for the apartments to get underway. They're now putting in the pipeline. That has been a bit frustrating though, because now they're not blocking the roads, but if you're driving and you've seen one of the workers standing out there with the stop and slow sign, that's basically what they've been doing. And it's kind of hard now for me to do my daily walk and walk up to the Olympic because they're doing it somewhere, partially in some of the neighbors' yards, which I know they're not happy about. But hopefully they'll get it. This will be the year that they at least get all that done and they can finally work on the houses. What are some of my goals for 2023, you guys might ask? I think one of the goals is finally being able to get my license after I get my permit renewed, because I'm tired of, I'm not saying this to be a jerk or whatever, ungrateful, I'm just tired of having to ride with people, ride around with people and trying to find a ride to work or Young Life or places like that. And then I'm also tired of sitting at my house most of the time on my days off and during the weekends, and that's partially because I don't have a car, so I can't go somewhere if I wanted. I mean, obviously I'm not just gonna hop in my car every single day, every day off and just go for a drive, because obviously there's gas. I've started learning how to pay for gas, and you don't want to waste your gas. But every now and then I would love to get in my car and just go for a drive, or maybe just try to be a bit more active, maybe go visit some places around the state, because I've been all around the state. I think another goal for me would definitely be to get Cedric help. Talk to my uncle more about building Cedric a new cage. Right now there's a lot of poop in it and I'm having trouble getting it out. And then I have a shovel and 2 bricks blocking the hole that was made that he's been using to get out of. I want to make one that's a bit bigger for him. There was another white cage that I used to build, but that I used still in playing, but I noticed that one doesn't have barbed wire under it like his regular cage does. So I discovered that he was digging holes, and at first I thought he was burrowing, but when I looked closer I could see that it was right near the walls of the cage. So I realized that he was trying to figure out how to get out, and obviously I don't want him doing that because he's a pretty fast rabbit, so it's hard for me to catch him. And the last thing I want is for him to run out and no one notices and he runs out into the woods and ends up getting attacked by a coyote, because we do have coyotes here. I've heard them and partially seen one through my woods. Yeah, sorry, somebody's texting me. That's one goal. I think another goal is basically getting. I think another goal would also be, obviously, since I said I want to get my license, maybe getting at least 1 car or 2. I've said this before. Now I really don't care what vehicle I get as long as it runs, and if I just get 1 car as long as it has 3rd row. Or if it's a brand that unfortunately is no longer made, like Mercury or Pontiac or Saturn, something like that. Because I grew up around pretty much everything, pretty much every car brand there is in America, for the most part.
This is easy.
And another goal, and this is only if things started to cool down from COVID in other countries. It really cooled down in 2022. It didn't cool down much in 2021, but it's 2021 was still better than 2020. I know some of y'all agree with me, but 2020. But yeah, in 2022 it started to cool down a lot here in America, but I know it still hasn't cooled down yet in some countries. And I'm hoping that it does in places like Bangladesh, the Dominican Republic, Kazakhstan, and Guatemala, because I really want to go on a mission trip. I went to Guatemala twice when I was a kid, and I loved going on, and I loved it. I loved going on mission trips. I still have loved it today. I'll talk more about that in another vlog. But yeah, my goal would be to be able to go back to Guatemala. If anyone from Caroline's Promise is watching, if y'all could maybe give me an update on what's been going on at the place y'all are at now, that would be excellent. But yeah, those are pretty much my goals. As y'all saw, I finally used my chest strap today for some vlogs. I had one that I scrapped because for some reason the camera didn't record everything. I think because it died, when I was recording one time. And then the other time, today I decided to scrap that one. And I was going to decide to scrap this one that I made today too, because it was just one video of me, just a couple clips of me working on a DU, so that was going to be too short to be able to post on YouTube. I'm also going to go on Amazon and order this new hair thickening product to thicken my hair, because my hair is really thin and I'm trying to make it a bit more thicker, trying to make it more so it'll be more healthier. I'm also going to try to see if I can get an appointment to have it just trimmed. You know, the long hair is still flowing. Y'all still going to see my ponytail. But yeah, the reason I've been hoping to get my license soon. That's another reason, so I can be independent. That's another goal in 2023, is definitely to be more independent. And I've also considered, not maybe just buying a car from a friend and not going to a dealership, because that can be hard. They're going to sit there and blob at you about, they're going to try to make you buy a really expensive car that's over your budget, and stuff like that. I would actually trust a friend more, even if the car they're selling me is a beater, because as long as that's another thing, as long as it's not going to blow up on me or fall apart if you lay one finger on it, then I'm not going to give a dang what kind of car I get. Because my parents have had a couple lemons in the family. My dad had a 2000 Mercury Sable that belonged to my grandparents, and it was a pretty good car when they had it, but then after they gave it to my dad, that's when I called it Brownie. That's when it started showing its years. But my dad still drove it to work and back. It made a great daily driver for him. And then after that, he got a Nissan Maxima that we got from some old church friends. It was a 2000, and it had a few problems too, but it also made a great daily driver for my dad. My mom actually drove it to Virginia and back once, and it did pretty well for if we ever did need it to drive it up there, but for the most part it was just my dad's daily driver. And also I think the third or maybe fourth Nissan my parents owned until we sold it to my brother's uncle. And then we also got some other church friends from the church we go to now. They gave us a old Dodge Grand Caravan that had a few minor problems. It was with the transmission, and then the front window didn't work, so my mom had to literally open the door whenever she was talking to somebody or ordering through the drive-thru, and then when we got to the window, what my brothers would do is she would have one of my brothers open the back door and get the food there. It was actually kind of funny. My mom called it the redneck van. But even though it had a lot of miles on it, but you know, it still helped to get us from point A to point B. And my parents were pretty blessed because before then we had the Mazda. We had a Chrysler Town and Country from some friends from my old church that they gave us, but it started having some problems, so unfortunately my mom was never able to drive it. But after my parents sold, at one point the Grand Caravan, the transmission basically messed up, and my dad took it to the mechanic, and the guy told him, you know, this is going to cost more than what the car is worth. I can just put a old used transmission in there, but it's probably just going to mess up after maybe a few miles or so. So my dad decided, him and my mom decided it was time for a new van, and now my mom has her Odyssey, which is a real big blessing, even though it's a 2016, because it was the first vehicle that we've owned in the family, minus my dad's work truck that has touchscreen radio. So, well, it's not touchscreen actually, but basically I'll call it, it's not touchscreen, but basically where you can look at the screen and navigate, basically where it has all navigation and all that. Y'all get the picture. Because, you know, we still have the family Mazda. I think right now my brother Tremaine is driving it. You've seen him drive it a few times, and then I think after Tremaine gets his own car, my parents are still going to keep the Mazda as kind of a backup vehicle. I'll probably end up driving it maybe a few times, because like I said, I'm not sharing my Mazda with my brother unless I have to. But let me think. Sorry, I keep forgetting what to say. But that's probably gonna be their plan. My brother wants a Charger. I think first he's gonna get a Nissan Maxima or Altima, like my friend and ex-roommate Jordan has. Yeah, those are pretty much my goals for 2023. The heck, I keep hearing this strange noise out here. I don't know what that is. But that's pretty much about it. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and end this YouTube video and just continue smoking my cigar. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.